Financial freedom. What does it mean? Why does it matter? You have probably asked yourself these questions in the past. And you are not alone. Financial freedom is widely defined as a state of having enough savings, investments, and cash that enables you to live a lifestyle that you desire. Personally, I visualize financial freedom as being in a state where you are not worried about your financial situation. Financial freedom is what gives you the capacity to do what you want, when you want, without having to second-guess whether you can afford it or not. Financial freedom allows you to fulfill your dreams like buying the mansion you have always wanted, traveling the world, buying your favorite sports car, and affording the fine things in life. From this description, financial freedom may seem like an abstract concept that is out of reach for many of us. What if I told you that this is not entirely true? There is a tried and tested way in which you can also attain financial freedom regardless of your age and income level, as long as you are willing to put in the work. When you attain financial freedom, you stop thinking of money as something that allows you to buy things. Instead, you see money as a something that gives you more choices in how you want to live your life. But first, you must understand the key components, and the 7 stages it will take you to achieve financial freedom. Welcome to Financial IQ, the channel that helps you take control of your finances. We believe that with the right knowledge and tools, anyone can improve their financial situation and build a better future. That's why we share our expertise through educational and informative videos, designed to help you increase your financial IQ. So, if you're ready to take control of your finances and achieve financial freedom, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community of like-minded individuals. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope that you enjoy the video. The journey to financial freedom begins with first understanding your current financial situation. This involves taking stock of your finances. How much income are you making? How much savings do you have? How much investment do you have? How much debt do you owe? Only you can answer these questions. Answering these questions will enable you gain a level of clarity of where you are beginning your financial freedom journey from. At this stage, most people realize that they are living paycheck to paycheck. Many people will probably have accumulated different debts such as credit card debts, student loans, bank loans, mortgages, which will often take up a chunk of their monthly income. Therefore, they end up taking up more credit card debt to pay for rent, utilities, groceries, tuition fees, among others. This cycle gets repeated from month to month. Most people find themselves stuck and helpless. There is a feeling of hopelessness and powerlessness on how to disentangle themselves from this predicament. However, having this clarity is a good starting point to reorganizing your finances. And coming up with out-of-the-box solutions to disentangle yourself from this vicious cycle. The second stage is self-sufficiency. The goal of this stage is to ensure that you have an income that can sufficiently cover all your monthly expenses. After understanding your financial situation, the next step is to take stock of all your monthly expenses. These may include your rent, utilities, groceries, debt repayments, among others. After you have come up with an average figure of your monthly expenses, you should compare it with their net income, and identify whether you have a deficit or surplus at the end of the month. If you find that you have a deficit, it could mean that you are living beyond your means, and it could be necessary for you to cut on some of your monthly expenses. You may consider cutting some of the expenses such as eating out, social drinking, club memberships, among others. If you still have a deficit after deducting these expenses, you may consider exploring new lines of income such as working more than one job, freelancing, online jobs, or whatever will work for you. There are many opportunities available today, especially through the internet, that can always become a second line of income. You only need to research and find out what works best for you. Being self-sufficient will ensure that you are standing with both feet in the financial sense. Self-sufficiency will enable you to pay for all your expenses using the income you generate, without having to borrow money from your parents or friends, and also without taking on extra credit card debt. However, at this stage, you are still vulnerable to any disruptions towards your income, since you have not yet developed a sufficient emergency fund. At this stage, you are already earning enough monthly income to cover all your expenses, and you are no longer doing unnecessary borrowing. In addition to this, you are also making some savings, and you are no longer living from paycheck to paycheck. You also have some extra money left which you can start building an emergency fund, and investing for retirement. A point of clarification here is that it doesn't necessarily mean that you must have a higher income level in order to save. In fact, according to Magnify Money, 31% of working Americans with an annual salary of over $100,000 live paycheck to paycheck. Therefore, having extra money to save after receiving your monthly income is entirely a matter of better financial planning. Personally, I like to follow the savings principle by George Samuel Clason in his book titled The Richest Man in Babylon, which recommends saving first, then spending. Many people often get it wrong by spending first, and saving what is left. Instead, you should save first, and consider what is left as only what is available for you to spend. George Clason recommends that we should save at least 10% of our income before spending. If you think about it, you earn money to be able to pay for your bills, buy food, and to take care of your family. However, when do you ever get to pay yourself for the sweat and hard work you put to earn the money? Always remember to consider all the money that you save every month as a payment to yourself. In the long run, developing a saving habit will see your savings grow over time, and you will have available cash to put in short-term and long-term investments. Remember, the goal of this stage is to plant seeds through investments that will become your future income-generating streams. At this stage, you have already developed a savings culture, and you have stashed away savings worth at least 6 months of your living expenses in an emergency fund. Through the above stages, you have learned to identify the bad debt that has been weighing you down, and you are now avoiding it. Before we go ahead, let me make a clarification that not all debt is bad. There may be rational reasons why you may take up debt. However, what does bad debt mean, and why should you avoid it? Bad debt in this case implies all borrowing done to purchase rapidly depreciating assets, or borrowing for consumption. Credit card debt is a good example of bad debt. Banks will often persuade and encourage you to take up credit card debt, and they are happy when you become dependent on it. In this process, banks will make a lot of money through charging you high interest rates, which takes a huge chunk of your income every month. For most people, bad debt is the major contributing factor to poor financial health. Bad debt makes you incur high interest every month, and contributes to hurting your credit score. However, with prudent planning and budgeting, you can get rid of the bad debt over time. Attaining stability means you have repaid most or all of your high-interest debt. At this stage, you can comfortably manage to pay your monthly expenses without relying on debt. Additionally, you are in a state where you can manage to pay for your living expenses for at least 6 months, even if you lost your job. You also have enough funds to cushion yourself from unexpected circumstances such as having to move to a different city. However, if you lost your job at this stage, you would still require to cut some unnecessary expenses such as subscriptions and club membership. At stage 5, you have enough savings to support your living expenses for at least 2 years. You have managed to make adequate savings. And you have built a portfolio of investments over time. Broadly speaking, investments refer to various assets that earn periodic income, or appreciate in value. Investments may be broadly categorized into 2. The 2 categories are financial investments and real investments. Some examples of financial investments are bonds, stocks, mutual funds, exchange-traded funds, EFTs, among others. Financial investments earn income through dividends or interest, and appreciate in value over time. On the other hand, real investments include rental properties, opening a startup business or acquiring an existing one. Real investments appreciate in value, and earn income through rent or profits. Therefore, your money at this stage may not all be cash, but you should be in a position to access it when you need it. When you get to this stage, you can comfortably afford to stay for 1 year without working. With time, you change the perception of money, and think of it in terms of the time it can buy you. At this stage, you already have some investments which are earning you alternative income, besides your employment income. Therefore, flexibility implies that you are not tied to your job, and you can untether yourself from the workplace for a while if you wanted to. Flexibility gives you the satisfaction of knowing that you are not entirely dependent on your job, and you have the liberty to explore other options if you wanted. At this stage, you have a portfolio of investments that is large enough to earn you sufficient income. Therefore, you can solely live off the income generated from your investment portfolio. Financial independence thus means that you no longer have to work for an employer to earn income, as you are already earning enough from your investments. This income may be from your financial assets such as shares, bonds, EFTs, etc. Alternatively, the income may be in form of rent from properties, or profits from businesses. A financial independent individual will normally have any of these, or a hybrid of such investments. Achieving this level of investments will however require you to invest a large proportion of your income over time. For those who aspire to reach this stage, they will require to live a modest lifestyle at the present, cutting of unnecessary spending. The journey will be tough and challenging, but nothing good comes without sacrifice. Saving and investing aggressively when young will make you work less and have more control of your future destiny. This is the final stage to attaining financial freedom. Upon reaching this stage, you have accumulated enough wealth not only to support your living expenses, but also to live a luxurious life. You even do not need to work since you are already earning passive income from your various investments. Most wealthy people who live off their portfolio income abide by the 4% rule. The 4% rule is a retirement rule of the thumb, which posits that an investor can withdraw 4% from a balanced portfolio of stocks and bonds every year, and can be certain that the annual portfolio growth will exceed the amount withdrawn. In such a scenario, such a portfolio may never run out in perpetuity. Here is an example of the 4% rule. You have an investment portfolio worth $1 million. With that portfolio, you can withdraw $40,000 in the first year, and adjust this amount by inflation each subsequent year. If the inflation rate is 2%, the amount to withdraw in the subsequent year is $40,800. The rule assumes that the value of portfolio growth exceeds the amount withdrawn each year. The 4% rule enables individuals to have a reliable and sustainable income stream, without having them deplete their savings. When you have abundant wealth, you have more money than you will ever need, and therefore, you are no longer worried about money. Abundant wealth will give you the freedom to use your time how you want, travel where and when you want, and determine the lifestyle you would like to live. However, reaching this stage will require commitment, discipline and sacrifice throughout the prior stages. The journey to financial freedom will be rough and only a few will make it to the end. By following the 7 stages of financial freedom discussed in this video, you have higher chances of reaching your ultimate goal on financial freedom. However, it's important to remember that everyone's journey to financial freedom is unique. Thus, it is crucial to consult with a financial advisor to create a personalized plan that fits your individual needs and goals. If you stay dedicated to the process, save and invest aggressively when young, you will attain financial freedom which allows you to live life on your own terms. Thanks for tuning in to Financial IQ. We hope you found this video helpful in your journey towards financial empowerment. If you have any questions or comments, we'd love to hear from you. Please leave them down below, and we'll do our best to get back to you. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and consider sharing it with your friends and family. We appreciate your support and it helps our channel grow. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, so you never miss a video. Remember, your financial future is in your hands. By increasing your financial IQ, you're taking the first step towards financial freedom. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.